Hello, I wanted to do a quick unboxing and also how to authenticate a Hermes men's tie. So, I bought this tie for my boyfriend for his most recent birthday, but I've also bought him other Hermes ties for birthdays and also Christmas. He has a few of them. He doesn't wear ties that often and he doesn't own that many ties, but he does think that when he wears a tie, he should wear a really good tie. And you just don't really get much better than Hermes, do you? He has a couple from Chanel, which he also really likes. Chanel don't do much menswear, but one of the few things they do is the Chanel ties, and they are very, very beautiful. But today we are talking about the Hermes ties. So, a simple box. I think there was some ribbon on it, and then once you open it, it's just folded up inside. Whoop. And then you'll find it's folded in half 4 times, or twice. And then this is the print that he went for. There are loads of different prints to go for. Some of them quite equestrian, like this has got a more equestrian theme. But then they are also very well known for like the little animals that they do, like tiny little cartoon kangaroos, mice, horses, like, I don't know, like octopuses, like really funny little cartoon animals, which are kind of funny, really. They're really tiny, so you almost don't notice that they are tiny, tiny little animals. But that's exactly what they are. But he tends to kind of favour the more kind of nautical, classic, equestrian type prints. And while they do every colour in the rainbow at Hermes, I mean, they really do bright yellows, bright pinks, reds, blue, greens, aquas, turquoise. They do all the colours. You will not be disappointed if you love colour. But he generally goes for the blue tone ties. I've got another one here, which is again a blue tone. This one is more of an anchor, and it's kind of the H and the anchor design. They do ones which are all H's. But he doesn't really like them. He thinks they're a bit showy. He kind of thinks like, oh, I don't really need to flaunt the fact that it's a Hermes tie. And he kind of thinks, do you know what, if you're into ties and then you'll know. You don't need to see the H's. So in a similar vein, he went for this one. So Hermes ties are always made of silk twill. So it's just a really beautiful quality of silk. The print is always absolutely flawless. They usually only have a couple of colour prints because I think they actually silk screen the silk by hand. I don't think it's digitally printed, which is why you don't get that many colours per print. Like, it's not like a rainbow of colours. It's kind of like there's only a few, like this is a 3-colour print basically. And this one is a 3-colour print too. So on the front, this is it. And then at the very back, again on the front, the Hermes is actually printed within the tie fabric. And then when you turn it round, there is a serial number. It says made in France, silk 100%. So that's what it looks like. Sorry, I don't know if the light's blowing it out, but that's the back. That's the front. So the very end of the tie, the skinny part, that's the front of it, and then that is on the back on the inside. And then on the main bit of the tie, the bit that hangs down, I'm sure men know what these appropriate words are, but on the back here you have the Hermes label. And this again just says dry clean only, made in France, Hermes Paris. And then this part here, quite interesting to note, but it's just a navy blue silk. It's not a printed silk. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else worth noting. Not really. Again, it's the same silk here. I mean, they're just really beautiful, beautiful ties, to be honest. I have bought him a few. Actually, I don't think they're that. Price-wise for Hermes, I don't actually think they're that bad. I think they're about £150 each, maybe 130, but I think 150. They're about £150 each. He wears it a lot. He hopefully won't lose it because it'll be tied around his neck. If he does lose it, I'll be nervous. But yeah, he loves it. He's got a few of them. I think they're a great buy. They're a great Christmas gift, birthday gift, especially if you want to buy something really nice but you don't want to spend thousands and thousands, because obviously like a men's suitcase or garment bag or anything like that will be costing more like £1,000. So if you are looking for something with £100-200 price range, I would always recommend something like this. Like even like a Tom Ford wallet is more like £300-400, something like that. So I think they're a really beautiful gift. It's really interesting as well how they print the label of the Hermes and also the silk and the serial number on the back of it. I think that's a really nice detail. If you do ever come across one of these in a charity shop, which surprisingly does actually happen, that's something that you're going to want to look for trying to authenticate it. I'll just quickly run through this one so that you can see another tie, again by Hermes, but just a different print. So like I said, this one is anchors and also it's got the horse bits in. And just like the other tie, on the back here, it's got the Hermes label, which, yeah, again is navy blue. There is no print on the inside of the tie lining. And then on the back of the tie, again, it's got Hermes printed into, this is actually silk, like silk printed onto the fabric. It's not a stitched on label, it's silk printed. And it will always be perfectly in the middle. So if you are nervous that it might not be authentic, have a look to check that it is perfectly in the middle. And then again, down the back of it, it will say made in France, serial number and the silk. And again, it will be perfectly matched up to the side of the tie, perfectly in line with the edge and, you know, towards one side, not bang slap in the middle again. So yeah, that is kind of an unboxing, kind of a recommendation, kind of how to authenticate. I'm not really sure what that was. It was kind of everything all in one go. I don't know if I was meant to do that. When I film these things, I just talk. I think I'm meant to plan things out. But I hope that was of help. Yeah, if you are thinking about buying one as a gift, I would highly recommend them. If you ever get lucky enough to find one in a charity shop, and you want to authenticate it, like that is my tips for authenticating it. And thank you very much. Bye.